Battery high. Transparency. Noise cancelling. Normal. Transparency. Noise cancelling. Normal.
Hello and welcome, Gabe RPG TV. That's right, that's what you are tuning into. And in the beginning of this, you heard a sample of the Anker Life Q30. That's right, this is one of the things I am absolutely obsessed with and cannot stop collecting, which are headphones. I have currently over at least 5 or 6 different pairs that I bought within this past year, and I definitely do not plan to stop buying headphones. My huge goal, I think, with my collection is to at least own one of every major brand. And currently, I have one from Bose, and one from JBL, and I have some Samsung ones, or AKG. AKG is actually owned by Samsung, so I got a couple pairs by them. And I have also a pair of Tautronics. Tautronics is a really good brand too. Honestly, originally I bought the Tautronics over these Ankers, and honestly I kind of wish I would have bought the Ankers over the Tautronics, but I don't think actually I'm not sure if these were the same version of the Anker Soundcore that I was going to buy at the time. This was almost a year and a half ago, or almost 2 years ago now. So most likely not. I would say probably not. I don't remember what model those were. But either way, I'm really loving these headphones. They're my go-to set of headphones for the past couple weeks, and honestly, I've just been really surprised by them. I love the different modes, noise canceling, ambient, and of course you had the normal, which is always good. I mean, it gives you some room isolation, and even if you don't want to use noise canceling, that's still an option. I always like when you can actually choose how you want to hear. There are some headphones, even expensive ones, that really don't give you a lot of choice in. You either have all of the noise canceling or some of the noise canceling, or you have an ambient mode, but it's not that great of an ambient mode, so, and it's all really, honestly, it seems like there's always something different about each headset to love. No matter which headset I have, I always love something about them, whether it's, maybe a mode, or the headband, or the ear cups, or I really enjoy these for sleeping as versus my day-to-day kind of activities. So, and like I said, these headphones just have way more massive bass than I ever have heard in 40mm drivers before, and I normally go for the 50mm drivers. I was a little hesitant at first to buy them because it's like every time I go to look for headphones, I think that's one of my limitations as far as my taste in headphones go, is that I really love the bigger drivers, and every time I go, this isn't going to hit that low resonant frequencies that I really love. I love heavy bass, but not it's just thumping bass. It's low resonant frequencies. They're much. It's not just for club music or metal. It's just, I love headphones that can cover basically all the music that I love, and I love a lot of different kinds of music, so it's hard to always find that one headset that's going to cover all of the spectrums of what I listen to. So I really also love the clickiness of this headband. It has a really nice clicky sound. It's really nice and satisfying. Even the buttons are really clicky. Which I do like, but also at times, I will say that's probably the one thing I also love and also dislike as well, because sometimes it's like kind of a loud click, you know? I think if the buttons were just a little bit less clickier at times, I thought that would go away. I mean, that's both good and bad. Like I said, I really do love the layout. Also, the play and pause button is a little bit different on these because it's on the bottom. So you normally, you have 3 buttons on, say, whether it's the left or the right ear cup. Most of the time it seems to be the right ear cup. And also, it's always, you have those 3 buttons, and generally it's the center button. Whereas these, it's the button that's towards the bottom, or like the button that's closest to the 3.5mm jack. And it's actually a regular 3.5mm jack. I've noticed a lot of headphones use that mini jack. It's like, less than the 3.5mm jack. I'm not sure what to call it. 2.5 millimeters, I guess would be it. Whatever. But yeah, a lot of headphone companies like, JBL and Bose and AKG. All of these headphone brands seem to be shifting towards that super small jack on one side and the regular 3.5mm jack on the other side. I'm not sure why that is, but that's just how they do it. And so for these headphones, on the left ear cup, you have the USB-C port, so that's always nice. It's definitely, you're using the newest charging, setting, or proprietary go-to. Everybody's shifting over to USB-C, and these definitely are very 2021 pair of headphones. There's definitely no slugginess of like, oh, let's go with an older charging method. So and also it's USB-C to USB-A charging. So if you don't have any new USB-C charging bricks, that's not a problem. I also think that's one of the other things I really liked. I really liked the case this came with. It came with a really nice kind of solid case. Even when I opened it up out of the box, it was just in this nice, the presentation was really nice. I enjoyed, it was in this nice case the whole time. When things ship, you never know. Even though things are packaged really good, it was nice to see that they were in this really sturdy case. And it can also be used for other headphones. Honestly, I've been using this case. This is one of the few cases I've actually gotten more used than like, oh, this is cool, let me set this aside, and then never use it again. So I've been actually getting a lot of use out of the case that came with it as well. And yeah, like I said, I really have been loving these headphones. They swivel really nicely. I mean, and like I said, they're really lightweight, even though they're built. They have like this really nice sturdy metal band, though it's mostly like a plastic. At least it feels plastic. Though I know some metals, when they're brushed really fine, I notice that sometimes they can feel kind of plasticky as well. But for the most part, I can tell that it's pretty much plastic. Though, it's plastic with the metal band, which I like. I'm always a fan of metal, even if it isn't like entirely metal. At least metal where it's the most useful. Which a lot of times, which is the headband. There are a lot of headbands out there. You you go and you're like, this is a really dumb construction. So that's also another great thing. Sometimes I've noticed, like, these seem like they're about to break. Even expensive headphones at times, you're like, why did they build it this way? It's like, as far as the swiveling arms, I noticed that with some headphones, it's almost like the headphone is on a hook, like the ear cup is on a hook. And I really don't care for that. I like the fact that these ear cups are actually encased on both sides. It's not just like one side where it seems like it's gonna like fall off. Which is what the Tautronics were. I'm like, okay, I get what they were trying to do, but it's still, I don't know, just something about me. I like, seeing that the ear cups are really secure, and that there's not going to be they're not going to be easily broken or anything. And that's honestly, like I said, these are the first pair of Anker headphones I've ever had, and I definitely would buy another pair, especially if they upgrade them in the future with either, I don't know, maybe even more higher end. I'm trying to think here. What would make me pay more money? I don't know. I guess bigger drivers if they did a 50 millimeter version, or maybe if they used one where you could take off the ear cups. That is the other thing. You can't take off the ear cups off of these. There are a lot of headphones out there where you can, but these, they are basically glued to the ear cups. So, and most of the time it seems to be that way. And I think if they did come off, I definitely could replace them with a different kind of ear cup, or like a padding, unless it's like what I said. I really thought that these were really comfortable, and like I said, they have some really heavy bass, much more bass than what I ever thought 40 millimeter drivers could have. So yeah, and like I said, they have that really nice clicky sound that I like. I don't know what it is. Certain things, certain sounds, just various different things that I love about all the headphones that I buy. So yeah, so if you had come across these headphones or never even heard of these headphones, you definitely should check them out. And I think another thing that I've also really been loving is the voice. I really feel like they put some really good thought into the voice settings, as far as like, when you choose a setting, it has a different tone. Like the female voice has a little bit deeper and higher pitch in her voice when you switch through the different modes. And you can memorize like what mode you're in, but it's really nice having that voice telling you that you're noise canceling, ambient. I think Bose does that. I've noticed it with the Bose headphones. It definitely, has various built-in voice, kind of features where, say it'll tell you the battery level, it'll tell you, when you're connected, but then that's it. That's all it does. And those are really nice features, but honestly, I love that they included basically in-voice, system where, when you click through the different modes, or, when you're turning it on, turning it off, it tells you, what battery level you have, and, all that kind of stuff. I also just love the sound effects. Even when you pair, you get a really cool sound effect. And I don't know, like I said, just various little things like that is what I love. It's like I said, it's a different experience from headphones to different headphones, and and people would be like, well, why do you need all these different headphones? What is, I'm like, well, because I just love having the different experiences. I love, seeing what these are going to offer, how they're going to work for me. Maybe they're going to be better than this last pair of headphones. You never really know. And so I think that's one of the main things that really keeps me buying new headphones and wanting to try different headsets. Because if it was just after sound, I probably would have stopped buying headphones a long time ago. Like I said, I feel that each headset offers a different experience and different features. So yeah, that's pretty much it for these in this episode. Let's see. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Maybe I talked too long. Maybe I didn't talk enough. I know it's hard with this being mainly only audio and you're not getting to actually see the headphones. But like I said, go check them out. These are the Anker Life Q30. And if you want to know the specs, you can either look them up. Maybe I'll think about coming back and doing another recording on them, another segment on these headphones. But I think I pretty much covered everything, behind these headphones that I could think of. That as far as, their features, what they offer, just everything that I could think of that anybody would really want to know about getting into a pair of these Anker Life Q30. So come back next time for another episode.